Let us resume.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So we are talking about, we're going to talk about adding cameras. So let me just share my screen. So basically, on your interface, that is where you have the screen and the NVR, you'd go to camera. So there's an option for camera. So you click camera if you want to add the cameras and do camera operations, that is camera settings, etc. So for camera, after clicking the camera, there are two pages. So there are two sides. Let me just resize it. So we have the upper part and the bottom part. So the upper part would display the devices that you don't have it in your system. That is the devices that have not been added into the system. This is the upper part. The lower part will show you the devices that have been added into your system. That is the cameras that have been added into your system. Or also, you can do an upgrade for the cameras from the NVR side. So you download the file, put it in a flash disk. Sorry, you download, extract it, put the extracted file into a flash disk, plug it into an NVR, then you can upgrade from this side, from the NVR side. So this is a registration page. We have the image page. So image is with regard to setting configuration for the camera. That is, you're trying to improve the image properties, trying to do those basically image related settings for the camera. That is from the image side. Encoding is also about image and other properties. PTZ is about configuring PTZ, that is in terms of control. So you can have a PTZ either connected remotely or local to the NVR. So remote means that the PTZ is connected using the network card. When local, you have a cable called RS485 running from the NVR to the PTZ camera physically. But most cases you'll use this remote because it's an IP based. So for registration, I'm going to search a camera here. So if you search the cameras, you will see. You see the camera that we already had in our config tool. So this camera here. So how do you add it into the system? You select it and then just click add. So the camera will add automatically and work automatically if the password for that camera is the same as the password for the NVR. For our case, the password is the same. So let me just refresh and you can see the status is online. It's green. If it's green, it means the camera is okay and it's registered into the port. That is channel 1. If you had a different password for the camera, what you can do, you can click edit, then enter the correct password for the camera here, then click OK. So for my case, the password
quick question.
Okay. Yes.
Quick question. So does that mean that we need to sync the passwords before we actually add the camera, or?
So this case applies when I already initialized the camera, so I needed to add it into the system.
Okay.
So for case where
that means that.
So for case maybe where you have not initialized the camera.
Yes.
You can set the NVR to put the. Let me just show you how to initialize the camera using the NVR. Let me reset it first.
Yes.
So I'm going to reset this camera. Just select it.
Yes.
Go to system settings. Select that camera. It's this one. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to do factory default.
Yes.
So if we go back to the wait first for it to finish rebooting. But if we come back to NVR, what you'll do, just do search and ensure you select the uninitialized here so that you'll be able to see the uninitialized camera. Then you just do initialize from this point. So you wait for it to restart. So far, any question regarding that?
Yes, no, it was basically that whether the camera needed to be synced before, but once so we click initialize, and then
Yes, it's because I had initialized the camera.
Yes, I see.
So for this case, we wait for the camera to come online so that we confirm. So it's online. So if I search device here,
yes,
you can see there's a camera and the status is X.
yes.
It means it's not initialized. So you just select the device, then initialize it from this point. So it will tell you whether to use the NVR password as the camera password. So I can select that one. But if I want to use a different password, you can enter the new password for the camera. But for good practice, although it's a security threat, it's good to have your cameras set the same as the NVR. So click next, IP address. You can either configure static. So here you can change even the IP address for the camera. You can give it even 10. Then you can click next.
Yes.
So it will tell you initialize successfully. If you refresh here again, you'll see you have the camera here status is tick, and the IP address has changed, and it is initialized. Now you just select it and add it to the platform. So after some times, it will work. It will just try to log in everything, and then status will be green.
Which means it's initialized and it's discovered.
And it's okay, and it's discovered and it's added into the platform.
Gotcha.
So you might face different errors, like sometimes you might face a problem. You will see it from the screen here. You'll be able to see what exactly is the problem.
Yes. Yeah. One that said it was I think it was net camera not on network or network not discovered. So we would have to go back, initialize it, sync it with the NVR password, and then it would discover it, and then it would see it at the bottom of the screen. Yes.
For problems like you might have problems. If it's password, you know, of course it's password. You can change the password to put correct. If it tells you network login timeout, you might try to troubleshoot and try to confirm whether the device is online. You might try to ping it. So you can try to see if the device is connected. Is it on? Is it off?
By pinging it, we would ping it in search device, right? Or is there another tool that
if you ping the device and you are not getting any reply?
Yes.
Which means maybe the password the device is offline completely, or maybe there's a cable disconnection.
Okay, gotcha.
So at this point you cannot see the camera displaying.
Yes.
Let me check another browser because. Oh, okay. Let me share with you. So you can see the camera is added into the NVR and it's online.
Yes.
Okay. Now we talk about a bit of maybe trying to improve this image, how it appears.
Yes.
So if you go back to camera, so you already added the cameras here. It's around here in the platform. So how do we improve the images of the camera, etc., and those settings? So there's two ways of improving images parameters. So there's that settings like trying to improve brightness. That's different contrast. You can do that from this image side here.
Yes.
Now there is the settings that is related to bandwidth. So you go to. So this one I think it's not that hard. It's just
it's straightforward.
So the important setting is in encode settings, and the encode settings is regard with now how the camera is consuming bandwidth in the network, how it's behaving.
Yes.
So you can see from this encode point we have we have encode, we have snapshot and overlay.
Yes.
So encode is with regard to the technology the camera is using. That is in terms of compression, in terms of resolution. What resolution do we want the camera to use, and those and such and such.
Yes.
So we have two streams. You can see we have two streams, main and substream. So a camera releases different types of screens. So a mainstream will have typically will consume more bandwidth and create better images, where a substream is a lower version of the mainstream. So also for these two streams, you can configure them to display certain parameters. So at this point, my mainstream is running at a resolution of 4K. So you can decide to change the resolution, try to reduce it, try to change the values if you are facing issues with the dragging in the network, etc., etc.
Okay.
Same with substream. So substream you can choose the values, and also it's good. It's always important for you to use this compression H265 or H265 plus. So this one will save more on bandwidth. So it's a good compression technology to save on bandwidth and network bandwidth and storage consumption. A frame rate, so you can set the values of 25, of course. So in terms of bit rate type, it's always advisable if you're doing a large number of devices, it's always advisable to use the VBR. And now the quality, you can change it maybe from 5 to 6. You can even select 5. Then, so for bitrate, you can even, so the more the bitrate, the more clarity the picture. So you can decide on your side which do you want. So after doing that, you do.
So wait, say that again. I'm sorry, say that again. So the bitrate, if we use VBR, always use VBR, right? For the
yeah, I advise you to always use VBR. The reason as to why.
Yes.
VBR will try to save on bandwidth in the network.
And that's for when we use a large amount of cameras, right?
Yes. So if you face problem like you're having the cameras are a bit dragging, so it goes then place, then stops, do VBR in your cameras. So ensure you use VBR even for this substream.
Okay, and then the quality, the higher the number, the better.
So yeah, the quality is regards with the. So if you have a higher value, means higher quality. So if you have a bit like 8192, it's more quality, but bandwidth consumption will also be very high.
High, yes.
Yes. So you need to balance those values until you reach a threshold where it's you can see the image is okay, and the bandwidth consumption is still not, the NVR is not streaming in terms of bandwidth.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so after doing that, you ensure each time that you do configuration, ensure you click OK to save it. So also you can apply the settings to other cameras, but the settings here is when you have the NVR on your side, you can copy to. You can apply the settings to many cameras at once.
I see. Okay.
And apply those settings that you
and
have.
that's by clicking. That's by clicking the upper the check mark you clicked up there. Oh, channel the channel.
So these settings I'm doing is only for one channel.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So you can do for all channels. You can copy to multiple channels at the same time. So that is from the camera side. I don't know if maybe anything else in regard to snapshots. No, I don't think you will be interacting with the snapshot most of the time.
No.
Only recording.
Yes.
Let me talk about the live interface. So at this point, we can stream two different streams to the NVR.
Okay.
if you're on your screen when you are having you have the NVR local with you, you can do different streams. So remember we talk about the mainstream and substream in camera settings.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see these two streams here, the main
Yes.
and substream.
Yes.
In a substream. So those two you can either choose one of them in display. So if you're going to do live view and you're having a problem, you realize the quality is low, you can decide either to play mainstream or substream.
I see. I see.
So if I select mainstream here, you can see the quality is a bit fine, although you might not notice on your side. But if I select maybe substream 1, see the quality is a bit low. So the quality tries to reduce, but you might not notice on your side, but it's reducing from this side.
Yes, no, to me it's kind of the same.
So yeah, I told you might not notice on your side. But if you have the NVR locally with you, that's when you'll notice it.
I see.
So depending on the parameters that you already set here. So if for this case, maybe if I set the substream quality to come to like quality of 1 and low bit rate, maybe maintain H265 and do okay. If I do the live settings now here, I do substream 1, you can see okay, it's still almost the same, but there is a noticeable difference when you have the device local.
Yes, and there's probably more drag as well, right?
Okay, we talk about the live interface.
Yes.
So for live interface, the way you would get this interface from the NVR local interface is different from my side, because from the NVR you will right click on the screen and it will give you options. But for this case, because I cannot right click here, it will give you browser options instead of NVR options.
Yes.
But basically, if you select PTZ, you can zoom. So you can do focus. So you can zoom. Because this camera is a motorized zoom camera.
Yes.
You can focus. So you can manually focus. You can open the iris to increase the brightness of the camera, or you can reduce.
Yes.
To reduce the brightness. If you are doing a PTZ, you could have done controls from this side here. So the settings is a bit different from the local. I'll prepare materials for that same for the local.
Yes.
Okay, let me talk a bit about recording, configuration of recording. So on the NVR, you go to storage. So the storage side, from the storage menu, you have the first option is if you have if the recording is full on the hard disk, what do you want the NVR to behave? So you can do either to stop recording or you can do overwriting. Most of the cases it's overwriting by default, so that it keeps on recording.
Yes.
Auto delete file, old files, etc. No. So you just leave it the default like this unless you want to only customize information.
Yes.
Next, we can talk about this. Let's talk about Hdd Manager. So Hdd Manager, you'll see the hard disk listed here. So if you have a hard disk in your connection, it will tell you the name, the physical position, and the status index, those such and such.
Yes.
So the schedule menu is about scheduling which time the NVR should record. So by default, the NVR will record continuously. So by default, it will record continuously.
Yes.
What if you wanted to do recording on motion?
Yes.
So you can select motion, then you can you can just write it here. You can just try and draw the motion time you want to do. You want to do motion recording.
I see.
Yeah. So the yellow will show motion. If you want to delete the regular, just click on it. You want to do motion recording, you can select which time to do motion recording. If it's on Monday from at night up to maybe 12 or maybe in the morning. So you decide which time is here.
I see.
Yeah. And also after doing that, you can copy to. That is, you can apply the settings to all channels or specified channel.
I see.
Yeah. So basically, this one gives you a visual representation on how your recording will be. So for the different channels, for this case, channel 1, if you copy to all channels, you confirm that it's okay from this side.
I see.
We talk about record. So the record side, you can see the record. We have the mainstream, substream, and substream 2. You can see.
Yes.
So for mainstream, we said we want to record automatically. So by default, the NVR will record videos from mainstream of the camera, unless you decide maybe you want to do recording on substream 1 or substream 2. So you can see substream 2 is disabled, it's stopped. So it records the mainstream because of the highest quality possible.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
So the mainstream substrate, is it on the same channel?
No, the main, you see the camera produces the video output.
Yes.
Video stream.
Yes.
That is via the network cable.
Yes.
So the video stream can come in various qualities. That is high quality or low quality.
Yes.
Based on which way you want.
Yes.
So by default, the high quality is the one that's being recorded. That is the mainstream. So as you go down, the quality of the video of the video tries to lower and improve on bandwidth usage.
Yes.
I think that answers your question.
Yes. So so as the way you said it, it can flip between the two depending on how you said it.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
So that is in terms of record. So for RAID, we cover RAID in another topic because it's a bit advanced. So this model of NVR supports RAID because we can have up to 8 hard disks connected to this NVR.
Yes.
So for cases where you have an NVR with 1 hard disk or 2 hard disks, you will not configure RAID.
Okay.
Yes, RAID only applies to from 5 hard disks to even 16 hard disks. So for FTP, so if FTP is backup, also a different topic, the same. Okay, so I think for today we can do only that. So
yes.
If you feel there was something else that you needed to be covered, we can do it quickly.
No, maybe we can. This will allow me maybe to build a little bit more questions, and that way I can be. I can have more focused questions for next session.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I'll confirm on the list. So that I'll create a file for you.
Okay.
It will show the topics, or I'll just send a message so that you can confirm. So you can know from inside.
Oh, that would be great.
Yes. So thank you for joining. Next time we're going to meet.
Thank you so much, Shelton.
I think we'll meet on because there's a training schedule that I'm following.
Yes.
And I was thinking we meet when I'm free.
Yes.
From tomorrow, I'm having another training that is the video wall. Maybe you guys can participate on the same. Just more of sales oriented.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when should we meet next?
Let me check on the.
Or you can WhatsApp maybe whenever
Okay.
you're free. I don't.
Yeah. I think that one will be better.
That would be better. Okay,
from
thank you so much,
date 15, I'm free.
15th, okay.
15, I'm free.
Okay.
Yes, so 15 and 16, I'm free. So we can do trainings on those days. So
okay, great.
Okay.
Around the same time? Like around 10
we'll begin
or
earlier. We'll begin earlier.
Earlier, okay.
Yes, today we had an abrupt meeting. That's why I couldn't show up at that time that we had.
No worries.
Okay. So, okay,
thank you so much, Shelton.
Have a nice afternoon. So any question you can ask, we can help each other remotely, either with any desk or we can,
And will you be able to send me this file? That way I can actually go back in it and
the video
a little bit. Yes.
Yes, I'll upload the video to YouTube for your case.
Oh, thank you so much, Sheldon.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Have a great rest of the day and week. Bye-bye.